So the defenses for this grade get a little bit more integrated with striking. So previous grades, we kind of isolated the defense. Now we're going to mix in the defense along with a bit of attack work and do follow-ups afterwards. And this is known as the 1-2 series in Junfan JKD. And it's, once again, 40 or 50 years old, or even older maybe. But it's really practical for modern kickboxing. It still works for modern kickboxing, which is a good thing. Now, classically, the 1-2 series, I would be attacking Tommy and he'd go catch and parry the second punch, or sorry, shoulder roll the second punch. But we're going to set it up with a 1-2. So Tommy feeds a 1-2 and then I feed a 1-2 back to him. So he goes 1-2, bam, bam, I go back to him. He's going to catch the jab. So as I jab, he's going to put his right glove in front of his face, catch it. As I throw it across, he's going to shoulder roll away, cross across, lead kick, rear kick to any height. So leg, body or head, and we're going with that hook kick for the moment. You can mix it up in your own time. So my adaptation is Tommy's throwing a 1-2 first. I throw back a 1-2, catch, shoulder roll, cross across, lead kick, rear kick, and then back. Making sure that it's got at least one hand up in defense when he's kicking. Generally, if you kick with your left leg, your right hand comes in front of your face. And if you kick with your right leg, your left hand comes in front of your face to cover. Don't cover your eyes. You need to just cover your jaw against counter punches. So again, Tommy throws the 1-2. I throw the 1-2. Catch, shoulder roll, cross, lead kick, rear kick, back to stance, and repeat. So the defensive part is the shoulder roll away. When Tommy does the shoulder roll, it's almost like he's throwing a fully committed left hook. His lead foot turns, his shoulder raises, but instead of hitting the hook, his left arm's going to come across the body to defend any sort of body punches. He's going to shift his weight to his back leg to drive off to power up his next technique. So shoulder roll is used in kickboxing and boxing and in MMA. It's a very good defensive structure. Tommy goes 1-2. So first thing is he catches my jab with his right. As my left, see how his left hand dropped a little bit? Perfect. As my left travels over, sorry, as my right punch travels over his left hand, he turns away, deflects it with his shoulder, drives off his back leg to power up that, lead kick, body kick, back. So that's the first of the 1-2 series. Second drill of the 1-2 series, we're going to add in the low hook kick as Tommy shoulder rolls, because as his weight shifts back onto his rear leg, it makes his lead leg light, which means he can round kick to the thigh, he can round kick to the body. There's other kicks, he can do side kicks, etc. We're keeping it simple, we're just going to work the round kick to the inside of the thigh. Maybe as your students progress, you can do the round kick to the body as well, so that they kick this pad. Have a play with it, see how it works. Once again, Tommy's initiating with a 1-2. I'm going to come back with a 1-2. He's going to catch with a rear hand, shoulder roll, and inside thigh kick with a cross across, lead kick, rear kick, back to stance. So the timing of the hook kick needs to be as I'm shoulder rolling away. You don't want to do it afterwards, because then all that's happening is you're just flicking with your foot. There's nothing on that. You want to use this shift of your hips going from 3/4 on facing your partner to fully turning sideways. You see that whip? That's what whips that kick out. And it can have a fair bit of power, seeing as it doesn't travel far, but it's all by the hip motion of that foot kicking out. So this is where I get kicked in the knee. 1-2, catch, shoulder roll, same time. Lead kick, rear kick, back. Kicks can be at any height as well. As your students get more experience, I can put the pad here. So as Tommy shoulder rolls, he kicks to the body instead, cross, lead and rear. So you can vary the height. You can even put it over your shoulder if they're very flexible. The danger being though that they kick your elbow accidentally on the way up, so maybe more for advanced. But the base drill is shoulder roll, lead, kick that leg. If you do it hard enough and your timing's good, you can kind of sweep them out as they throw that cross. You knock them off balance, which allows you to follow up with your punches. Tommy goes 1-2. Shoulder roll kick, cross, lead kick, rear kick, stance and distance. Very nice. The next drill involves parrying, and I'm going to show you 3 variations of this base so that you can have different variations based on the skill level of the student you're training. So we'll do like a beginner version, intermediate version, and then advanced version based on the timing of the counter. So beginner version first. Tommy goes 1, 2. I'm going to jab him back, he's going to do the same thing, catch. As I throw it across, he's going to parry with his left hand. I'm going to return the pad, cross, cross, lead kick, rear kick, back to stance, okay? So he's parrying with his left. Now as he parries with his left, what he wants to do is parry and kind of take his right shoulder back a little bit. So rather than going like parry, punch, he's going to go parry and twist. What that does is that allows him to power up that right hand. But, because this is a beginner drill, he's got to wait for me to get this right pad back. 1, 2. Catch, parry, wait for this pad back, cross, kick, kick, back to stance. So the timing is a bit disjointed. It's like my punch has gone, has to return in order for him to throw that cross. So it's a little bit slow, but good for beginners because of that. Let's do it again, 1, 2. Catch, parry, wait, cross, lead kick, stance. So that's the first variation that I would say is suitable for beginners. So the second variation of this drill is kind of more for intermediate students because the timing is a little bit faster. You will see why. Tommy starts in stance, we're here, 1, 2. I give him a jab and catches. Now, as I throw it across, he's going to parry again with his left hand and cant his right shoulder back, but I'm going to hold up the other pad to allow him to hit it. Sorry, Tommy. So as my right pad goes out and he parries it, I'm going to get this left pad up and get my head out of the way so he can hit the cross earlier. Previously he went parry and I've got to bring this hand back. Now he's going parry and I'm putting that pad there, you see? So that makes it faster, which is why it's more of an intermediate counter because the timing is different. 1, 2. I go 1, 2, hook, cross, kick. Tommy wants to throw in an extra hook, he's not allowed to. Got to end with the cross. So slowly, 1, 2, catches, parry, punches back, hook, cross, kick, back. Yeah, nice. When he's doing his rear kick, he's a little bit upright. Generally in sort of JKD, there's a bit of a lean back with the head. He's doing more of a Muay Thai kick where you're upright a little bit more so that you can continue to punch the elbow kick. They've got a more upright kicking style. So the lead kick's fine, his head's kind of tracking back. On the rear kick, I'd also kind of lean back a little bit just to get your head out of the way of any counters. But just a minor point. Let's go again, 1, 2. So slowly, I jab, he catches, no problems. As I throw the cross, my left pad's going to come back like this so that he can hit it straight away. Kick, lean. Yeah, that's better. He's leaning now. So that's the second version. That's a little bit more kind of intermediate level. Third version, which is more advanced, is an even quicker return because Tommy's not even waiting for me to get the pads back. He's going to simulate the cross. That's going to go over my shoulder. Looks like this. 1, 2. I jab him back. He catches. Now, soon as my cross, he's knocked my cross out of line, he's going to throw his cross back and I'm going to slip it because I don't trust him that much. He's been up, he gets up early, he might be tired. So it's going to go parry and I'm going to slip his return cross. 1, 2. Catch, parry punch, then hook cross, then kick, and kick. So the idea of that one is you're not waiting for the person to get the pads back. It's like bam, boom, straight away. Just you see the cross hand coming, you parry it and you're throwing your punch straight back over the top of it. My job is to get my head out of the way. He's going to follow a hook cross and then the 2 kicks. 1, 2. He's going to catch, parry punch, hook cross, kick, kick. And I've got to kind of get the pad back as well for his hook because he's throwing that quick, like bam. So this obviously is more advanced, there's more risk involved, there's more likely things to go wrong, I could get punched in the head. So this is more of an advanced variation. Again, 1, 2. Catch, cross over the top, cross, kick, kick, stance. So try that variation with your more kind of senior students. Very similar to the previous drill, but the cross is going to go to the body instead. So Tommy starts in the stance, giving you the 1, 2. I give him back the jab cross, he's going to catch, parry, cross to the body at the same time, hook cross, kick, kick, back. So he's catching, parrying, dropping down. Important to drop down. You don't want to cross to the body like this, where your head is still a target. You want to take a little slide out, bend your knees, throw out in a straight line so that your shoulder is in line with your hand, your knees are bent, which also helps you set up more power into your next technique. 1, 2. Catch, parry, cross, hook, cross, kick, kick, go. So the idea is you're not engaging upstairs, you've noticed that their hands are high or that they've got good defense or they're covering or they're rolling, so you're going to go to the body instead. Cross to the body, solid shot, especially because I'm turning into him to throw my cross. Meaning, when he returns his cross, it's likely to hit me right on centre line, solar plexus, have more of an effect. Throwing a cross to the body when the body's sideways. So if somebody throws a cross at my body now, cross at my body now, you see how it's kind of going to slide off? Because my body is angled at 45 degrees. So even if it lands kind of clean, it's slipping off. Whereas if I turn my body into him, oh, it's a perfectly flat surface for him to just, it's like a punch bag, it's like a front of a punch bag. You can just dig that right through from the front into the spine. So 1, 2, catch, parry, cross, ooh, hook, cross, kick, kick. Great accuracy there from Tommy, right on the solar plexus. And that's what you want to encourage your students to do. You know, in kickboxing, people in good condition, they've usually got strong abs, strong core. They've obviously got their chest plate, their ribs to protect this upper half, and this half is protected by muscle in some cases. So the only real weakness down that center line is the solar plexus, which is bottom of your breastbone, about that big, collection of nerves. But if you hit it, it's, you know, it'll stop some people and it will slow down a lot of other people. And it's a shot that, like your liver shot, when you get hit by it, you give it away. It's not like a shot where you can take it and just kind of bluff your way through it. If you get hit clean on the solar plexus, you're like, and there's a little, which he can read and then capitalize on. So, jab cross, catch parry, hit, cross, kick, kick, back. So that's the cross to the body. So the next technique is called an elbow deflection. Now this could be a variation on a technical bong sao, but done more in a kickboxing type flinch. So I used to call it like a flinching bong. So a bong usually is, you know, rotating and driving forward. This is more of a kind of get out the way and bring your forearm in the way. And it happens in sparring. There are times where like you're just kind of flinching off of a punch. So elbow deflection, he's deflecting with his forearm and elbow. Gives me 1, 2. I give him a jab. As I come across, he's going to kind of turn a little bit, but not fully half guard, and flick that arm up. Boing, cross across, kick, kick. So you use this like when the punch is already traveling over the top of my arm and I kind of deflect it away. Will it be a perfectly beautiful technical, you know, bong sao like you might see in Wing Chun? No. It's going to be whoa, like that. It's going to be like your hands, the shoulder's going to raise, the arm's going to be out of position. It's not going to be good. But the idea is it just, as he throws across, just deflects it off of the line. I don't get punched in the face. It's not quite as deep as a shoulder roll where you're fully turning. It's kind of in between. But as long as you don't get hit in the head, that's the main thing. 1, 2. Catch, elbow deflection. Cross, cross. We'll leave in Tommy's mistake. Jab cross. Catch, elbow deflection, cross across. Kick, kick, stance. So there, you know, play around with it, see what feels comfortable for you and your students as an elbow deflection. The main thing is put some sort of barrier in the way that knocks the punch out off of line. So the next 3 drills are focused on head evasion, head movement, getting out of the way, and evasion and head movement are the highest kind of levels of defense because you take 0 impact. So if I throw a cross towards Tommy's head and he slips, he's taken no impact, like not even like a gram of force. It's just totally missed. He's also in a position to follow up immediately with his hook as he gets there, bang. And I've wasted energy missing and then trying to retract that punch. I'm also probably throwing myself a little bit off balance as I've thrown that punch and not hit anything. So very, very effective. Tommy's going to go with his 1, 2. He's going to catch. Now, as I throw the cross, he's going to slip to the outside, hook, cross, hook. Lead kick again, rear kick. So the punching sequence is a bit different, hook, cross, hook. Because of the mechanics of where you are. He has slipped outside of this, and you see how his right hand is now pointed towards the camera. He can't throw a cross, It's got, yes, a flick cross, but his hook is now powered up because of the rotation of his upper body. So it makes sense in that situation to throw the hook instead. So he goes 1, 2, I give him the jab, he slips, hook cross up, leg kick, leg kick. So it doesn't really matter which punch you go off, you can follow up with those 2 kicks anyway. But the most important part is slipping. And when you slip, unless you're countering, you want to keep your other hand up. So if I'm countering, like we did previously, where he's hitting the body, that hand would go forward. But if he's just evading, he needs to keep both hands up. Often I see people slip and they drop a hand. The problem is if Tommy slips and drops a hand, it means I can get something on him and push him off the balance. Or if I'm doing something with hammers, I can hit him with a hammer here. Not an actual hammer, a hammer fist. So as he slips, he needs to keep both hands up and his eyes on me. 1, 2. Catch, slip, hook, kick, kick. Nice kick. Because what you'll find when people slip, they look at the floor, which obviously is not a good idea. You can't see the next punch coming, you can't target. So you need to focus on keeping your eyes on the next shot that you're going to throw and keeping your hands up with your chin down. Again, catch, eyes on me, lovely, kick, kick, that's very good. So that's slipping across. Next head evasion is bobbing and weaving. Now this is typically, it's a good thing to do anyway, but in a fight scenario, you'd use the bob and weave if the cross wasn't perfectly straight. If the cross was perfectly straight, he just slips it to the outside because it's safer, he's away from his hand. But in a fight, people don't throw perfectly straight punches, they tend to power them up and wing them. And if Tommy just slips, thinking it's a straight, he's going to get hit on the way in. So if you're not sure, or you can see this has got a bit of a hook on it, his head is inside of it, he's going to move his head away, bob and weave underneath, and then follow up with that hook again. So it's against someone who's kind of looping their right hand a little bit, rather than it being a perfectly straight right hand. Straight right hand, slip it. Looping right hand, bob and weave it. 1, 2. In the jab, and kind of a wide one, he hooks cross up, lead kick, rear kick. Practice that, okay? So the cross is no longer like a straight cross, it's more of an overhand or a looping right hand. 1, 2. Straight punch, looping punch, hook cross, hook, kick, kick. I wasn't sure which one to kick there. So I'm trying to train him to recognize this kind of wider right hook, and he can go underneath it. So give them the feed with the pad. What I don't want to do is give him exactly the same as we previously be doing, a perfectly straight 1, 2. I want him to notice this and go, oh, I can roll underneath that. 1, 2. Catch, wide, hook, hook, kick, kick, back. So that's bobbing and weaving against a wide right hand. Last one in this series is snap back or lay back or sway back. Got different names. But the idea is, Tommy goes 1, 2. Catches my jab, snap back on my cross, cross, kick, kick. So, this is easier done if you're slightly bladed. If you're kind of square, it's hard to snap back on the lower back. And if you get caught while you're leaning like this, you have nowhere to go, you get knocked out. So, a snap back is usually done like when you're in a bit of a bladed stance, so that you can then maybe shoulder roll if you need to off of that. Or you can move your rear foot if you need to. So your rear foot can bounce back if it needs to get out of the way. Again, 1, 2. Catch, snap back, cross, kick, kick. And what you want to try and encourage is Mayweather level precision with your snapback. So if you've seen like Mayweather, if you've watched any of his fights, he will be like the punch will all, and he's just on the end, and it almost touches his beard, but not quite, and then he's firing over the top. So you don't want to snap back too far, because it takes you too long to recover into a fighting stance. It's just about just being on the edge of that and trusting your own distancing. 1, 2. Catch, snap back. Kick, kick. If you want to, you can just use your upper body. If you're not sure and you can't really tell how committed the person is, or if you see them really stepping in, now Tommy needs to step his rear leg back. So it's an assessment of, oh, he's going deep on this one, I need to step away and then follow back with my counter. And the only way you get that is through lots of pad work and sparring it. Again, 1, 2. Catch, snap back, cross across, lead kick, rear kick, stance. Nice.